I love that I get to make these lessons for you lovely people, and I've been meaning to make this lesson for ages, but I haven't managed to find the time. But this week, I happen to have some free time, so I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Oh my god, did you understand that? Like 50, 70%? Well, don't worry. After today's lesson, you'll be able to understand all of what I just said, and you'll know 5 new and extremely useful expressions which you can start using and really take your English to the next level. With all of my videos, make sure you have a pen and paper next to you, make notes, make your own examples of what I'm teaching you. Put those examples in the comments so everyone can learn together. Today's first expression, manage to. When something is difficult, but you can do it, you use this expression. The most common example could be, I have a test tomorrow, it will be difficult, but I'll manage. What we're saying is, yes, it's difficult, but I can do it. I'll manage. But that's the short way. Another example could be, okay, you have tickets to a Beyonce concert and you really, really want to get a selfie with Beyonce. That's almost impossible. But let's imagine you go to the concert and I got a selfie with Beyonce. I didn't. This is just an example. You want to say, it was difficult. There were lots of people who wanted a selfie with Beyonce, but you did it. You did it. You can say, I managed to get a selfie with Beyonce. Just remember that managed to, it just means this was difficult, but I did it. Okay, let's imagine you went to the concert. You tried to get a selfie, but it was too difficult. It's very sad. How do you say this in the negative form? I didn't manage to get a selfie with Beyonce. It was too difficult, too many people. So in the negative, you're saying it was difficult, I tried, I wasn't successful. I didn't manage to blah, blah, blah. Okay, how about in a question? Easy. You see someone holding 2 heavy bags. It looks difficult, so you want to ask, are you okay or do you need help? Can you manage or do you need help? Of course, we use the short form version here because the long form version is, can you manage to carry those heavy bags alone? You don't need to say that. We already know the context. We know what you want to say, so can you manage? That's enough. So create your own examples and write them in the comments. What have you tried and been successful at? What have you tried and failed at? Using manage to in the positive and the negative. Another very common way we could use manage to is in this question. For example, someone starts a new job, a new project, a new course in school, or some new or difficult situation. We might ask, oh, how are you managing in your new school? How are you managing in your new job? How are you managing with that whole situation? It's difficult, but how are you? He wants to reply, it's not easy, but I'm okay. We'll change I'm okay to, it's not easy, but I'm managing. Or in the negative. It's too much, I can't manage. For some reason, it's too much. Too much work, it's too difficult. He can say, I can't manage. You might be wondering, okay, is that the same as cope then? Because you would say, I can't cope. Yes. In that context, it's the same. In positive, yeah, it's not easy, but I'm coping. In the negative, yeah, it's not easy, I can't cope. Our next expression is happen to. Imagine you're walking in London, you're walking down Oxford Street, and you're thinking, damn, Beyonce is cool. I wish I could meet her one day. And just then, bam, you bump into Beyonce. Oh, bump into. Literally, it means you, a person, oh, sorry. So you could say, I literally bumped into someone, but casually bump into, it just means You meet someone by chance. So you're thinking about Beyonce and then bam, you bump into her by chance. This is a big coincidence. So you want to say that something happened by chance. You replace the by chance with happened to. Oh, and then of course, that's not past anymore because the past is here. I happened to bump into Beyonce today. Oh my God, I was thinking about Beyonce and then I happened to bump into her. So in a negative, you could use it like this. Boyfriend and girlfriend, they're fighting. This guy went out with his friends and his girlfriend was calling him a lot, but he didn't answer. Why is that? Oh, you were calling me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see. See, I didn't check my phone all night.
Oh, really? You just didn't happen to check your phone?
So remember, I said happen to. Something happens or doesn't happen by chance, by coincidence. Because what she's really saying is, I'm calling you and calling you. That's a big coincidence that you didn't check your phone. So when you don't believe something, you could use it like that. Now, as you know, British people, we like to ask questions and talk in a ridiculously polite way. So in questions, we use happen to most commonly to make a question really ridiculously polite. But it's also very common. Let me show you. A normal question, like, do you have any free time today? That's fine, but remember, to make it more polite, you could just add happen to. Do you happen to have any free time today? Sorry for existing. This is just a more polite way of asking any question, because it's more indirect. Again, try to use happen to in the comments. I will correct you. Our next expression is get to. Get. I know, right? It's a stupid word. But a really useful way of using get is get to. When you have a special opportunity to do something, or you're given a special ability to do something, you can use get to. For example, this week is a very busy week for you. You're working hard all week, but at the weekend, you're free. You have that special opportunity to sleep as much as you want. You can say, I'm working hard all week, but I get to sleep lots at the weekend. We're just saying that get to is your special opportunity. Usually, you're working hard, but at the weekend, you have that special opportunity to sleep. How would you use this in a negative? Usually, you get to sleep a lot, but last night your cat was meow, meow all night. You could say, I didn't get to sleep much last night because my cat was meowing. How could you use get to in a question? She is traveling to New York for business and her friend wants to ask, oh my God, you're going to New York on business? Is it all work or will you get to enjoy the city? We're asking, will you have the ability, will you have that special opportunity to enjoy the city? Other examples. Okay, for me personally, I do YouTube videos, I teach online, so I'm lucky. I get to work from home. Oh, also as a negative. Okay, I'm a Londoner. I'm very busy inside London most of the time, so I don't get to leave London very often. I don't have that opportunity very often. So again, use your own examples, put them in the comments, I'll try and correct you. The next one is very misused and very misunderstood. Be supposed to. The most common use of be supposed to is an expectation. It's the weekend, you decide, I'm going to the beach today. You check the weather, sunny, perfect. But then you arrive at the beach and it's raining. You were expecting sunny weather. You can express your expectation with be supposed to. It was supposed to be sunny today. They expected it to be sunny. Also, when you're talking about things you've heard about something, you can use be supposed to. For example, have you seen Book of Mormon? No? Is it good? Yeah, I heard some things. It's supposed to be funny. And it is. It's hilarious. You should go see it. It could also be used for rules of what you're allowed to do or not allowed to do. For example, let's look at the negative of this. Hey, you're not supposed to smoke in here. But there is a feeling with be supposed to that it's not exactly a hard, strict rule. It's more of an expected rule. What exactly do I mean by that? Well, think of social rules, things that you're expected to do socially. For example, someone invites you to their house for dinner. They are going to cook for you. As a guest, what is expected of you to do? For example, in England, you're expected to bring wine. So I'll use be supposed to. You're supposed to bring wine. Again, I'm just saying that's the expected thing to do. So in your country, if you go to someone's house, what are you supposed to do? Or what are you not supposed to do? Tell me in the comments. A question I usually get about this is, okay, it's a rule. Is it the same as I have to? The answer's no, and I'll show you why. For example, two friends are talking, then one checks the time. Oh my God, it's 5 o'clock. I have a plan to meet my other friend in 20 minutes. So she could say, I'm supposed to meet my other friend, or she could say, I have to meet my other friend. Do they mean the same thing? No. If she says, I have to meet my other friend, she's leaving. That's her obligation. So she will definitely leave this friend to go see her other friend. However, if she says, I'm supposed to meet my other friend, remember that be supposed to implies an expectation. Her friend is expecting her, but it's not an obligation. So if this friend is more fun, then maybe she will stay. Sorry, I'm sick. I can't come to meet you. So again, be supposed to. Yes, it's a rule, but it's more of an expected rule. You can also use be supposed to show your intention. This couple is on holiday and this guy has a plan. He has an intention to ask her to marry him. This is his engagement ring. Everything's going well until...
An engagement ring? Are you going to propose?
But oh no, that wasn't his intention. He wanted to hide it. He wanted it to be a surprise. So he'll say this. You weren't supposed to see. It was supposed to be a surprise. He's talking about his intention in both positive and negative. I wanted it to be a surprise. I didn't want you to see it. That wasn't my intention. Now our final expression, be meant to. We can use this in the same way when we talk about intention. So we could easily just change this to this. You weren't meant to see. It was meant to be a surprise. And also it works for those rules in the same way as be supposed to. For example, remember the guy smoking? We'll change that. So you could replace be supposed to with be meant to. You're not meant to smoke in here. Read the sign. In the passive form, it means the same thing. But you can use this in an active form. How? You know those moments when you're walking and you bump into someone or you hit someone, but it was an accident. You didn't want to hit the person. You can express yourself by saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. So in the active form, mean to, that is only for your intention, what you want to do. Another example could be, I bought this book a year ago. I've been meaning to read it, but I haven't had time. So again, you're just saying you wanted to read it. It was your intention to read it, but you didn't. And finally, you could use this when you want to say you're just joking. Remember, it's about intention. So if you want to say, no, I'm joking. Or if someone misunderstood what you said, you can use it this way. Oh my God, gluten-free people are so dumb. Yeah, I have celiac disease. Am I dumb? No, I didn't mean it like that. You're fine, but people without the allergy, when they're gluten-free, that's dumb. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned loads. Remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook @PapaTeachMe. Also, remember to put your examples of what you've learned in the comments. I'll correct you. You can get a PDF worksheet with extra practice from today's lesson on my Patreon, which not only gives you extra practice, it also helps support this channel. And I'll see you in the next class.